in the book you want to know out of 670?
Well, 300 sessions we're talking. If we're going 2 pages a session,
Jesus Christ on a bike.
not bad. 6 years.
It's almost like wandering through a cave forever, isn't it? But,
Yeah.
But better.
Who would do that to you?
Yeah,
who would ever do that to you?
79
6 months in
episodes
the dark,
a
for
cave.
Christ's sake, Zed.
I
6
know.
months in a cave.
Just absolutely got away with me. Did that? The best bit of that whole thing was the spears.
It's a hell of an echo.
Rage's- Yeah, I know. That's what put me off for a second. All right, shall we get going? Yeah. So last session, you were taking a leisurely stroll around what you hope to become your lands. You seem to have it in your head that at some point these lands are going to be yours. And you stumbled across a barrow in the plains, I think. Let me have a look. I remember where it was. Yes, you stumbled across the barrows in Tuskwater area. Heading into the barrow, you discovered that it was several thousand years old, and the sort of that central chamber that you arrived at, you were able to determine that there is a trap in the central chamber, but unfortunately at this point in time your rogue doesn't, like your ranger even, you don't really have a rogue, doesn't seem to be capable of disarming it.
It does feel a little like we've wandered into Western Plaguelands as a level 10.
Oh my god, that's bringing back memories.
And Zed smirking, just for information.
I just love I love that visualization of that situation. I'm neither confirming nor denying though.
But and I can hear it as well.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You can continue forwards, or you can beat a retreat.
I think we should do what was suggested earlier. Leave a marker outside saying "Do not enter, danger," and then come back later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. I'm not sure
All
we
right.
should be here at the moment.
No, well, to be fair, we wanted to aim over to the west, didn't we? To those 3 we hadn't examined yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just move you back out to the entranceway because things change, and then let's go back to the main map then. Okay. So after kind of going that little bit further in, you get that sense that perhaps there are things in here that are a little bit too challenging for you to tackle, and so you leave a marker and decide to continue with your exploration.
So does that mean we have explored?
You have, yes, you have reconnoitred it, and you would know where the barrow is next time you come.
Okay.
All about knowing your limitations.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You've probably got another sort of couple of hours, sort of enough time to travel one more hex before nightfall.
Somebody just click
west.
the kobolds. You think so?
We know it's safe, don't we?
Okay. And there's yeah. What have we got there? Silver mine. Okay, silver mine and kobolds. Sure, let's do that.
You have no, you don't have the ability to move anything because it's still paused. Now you have the ability to move stuff. Let me do this then. Ooh.
That's Dave. Yeah, evil.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, sorting the little one out, so I'll be back later.
No worries.
She's currently hiding under her blanket and not going to the potty.
That's what I do as well. Hide under the blanket and not go. Anyway.
All right.
We don't need to go back and see the kobolds or anything, do we?
Don't need to see the kobolds for anything. No.
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 How easily can we cross the river here?
You'll find a fording point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
Where are we going anyway?
Or you can stay on the south bank. It depends where you're heading this way, aren't you?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
three. Those
Well,
three
actually,
roads,
no. You can't cross the river here. You would need to find a crossroads.
What do you mean by crossroads?
Like a crossing point.
Ford.
Right.
A
Okay.
ford.
A ford.
Well-
Yeah.
Ferryman? Are there likely to be ferrymen along the river or not? Because the ford is back up northwest, east from us.
That was a
There
broken-
wouldn't be there wouldn't be ferrymen along this stretch. Unfortunately, no.
All right. Well, we could just do travel because we haven't got a recognizer or anything, so we could travel back over the bridge to the northeast.
Well,
And then
that's
head
not,
west.
that bridge is a broken bridge.
It is a broken bridge. Yes, Nettles Crossing is broken.
So how the fuck do we get over the bridge?
Well,
Continue travelling.
Can't we go
Yeah.
there?
You can travel there, but you'll need to kind of go through. Let me move you on a few hours. Okay,
They're
so-
probably not crossing there though either.
We on the next day? Are we camping or right? Okay.
You're camping, yeah.
Cool.
For fuck's sake, Dart.
Right, you mean to go?
One day.
Mm.
All right.
What is it with you? You with riverbeds? Fuck's sake.
Okay. Allocate yourselves accordingly and run through the process.
Ooh.
Same roll.
Mm.
Dart is rolling rubbish tonight. That's happy days.
Game as normal.
Yay! Succeeded.
You did. Yep. Okay.
Brave Sir Robin, right?
Brave Robin. Exactly. All right. Cook your meals, and let's take a night's rest. We can kind of plow through this fairly quickly now. Just thought I'd stand for a little bit. Medi, why are you not standing?
Oh, shall I stand up?
Yes. Did
Yeah,
you
why
get
don't
the
we all
wa-
stand? Come on, everybody with their standy desks stand. Haha. Let's get Sorentar to lead us in exercise.
Did you go with the
A bit
white
like
one?
Mr. Motivator.
Did you get the white one or the black one? The desk.
The strap on.
The black cork or the white cork? All right. Jet, are you standing? Do you have a standing desk, Jet?
I've got a reclining chair.
Yes. Yes. I am actually standing at this very moment in time,
Brilliant.
but that's only for a few seconds as I sit down.
Although if I do this, I'll probably fall asleep.
All right. Sorentar, cook the food, my good sir.
I did. I burnt it.
You
Oh
better do
no,
Oh no.
that's terrible. Can't stand burnt food.
Who's Oh. Dart was hunting. Okay, alright. Sorry, Ember.
that. Who's on fourth watch?
Fourth,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's probably somebody between.
I'll take the fifth one.
I usually go before. I usually cook breakfast, don't I? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm normally the first. I'm normally the first up. First to watch.
Yeah. Okay, Jet, what's your perception?
Oh, it's very high. It's
16, 17,
oh God,
18?
just hold on one moment. I need to go and have a look at this. Perception, I got +7 expert.
So it's 17. There
Do
we
you
go.
want me to roll?
No.
No. Okie dokie. Oh my God, lots of rolls. Rainwater dripping from my cowboy hat.
You notice it's raining because the frost giant's wet.
Okay, cool. All right. Proceed with your
Oh,
Daily preparations.
daily preparations. Yeah,
oh, I've been sneaky. I've already done that.
that's fine.
Have you lost them because there was a sleep or anything, or did you do it after it?
Mm.
Nothing Jet jumps the gun sometimes because he's eager to press on
I
in the
am.
morning.
My sleep didn't refresh. Did it not come through the?
Mm.
Is it because
So it doesn't matter. I'll just drag Medi's armor onto me. All right.
Yeah, I don't quite know why. I don't know quite why that didn't refresh. Okay.
Mm.
Strange. All right, you wake the following morning, refreshed but wet, as once again the Stolen Lands continues to bless you with a copious amount of water.
Mm.
And we should have taken a rest there, right? A short rest.
Yeah, you should take a rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
a long rest. Yeah. I don't quite know why. It's fine. Just everybody, just hit your rest, and we'll go through the rest that way. Jet, you'll then need to do your daily prep again.
It's a shame.
Again? Oh, okay.
Camping doesn't automatically rest the party.
I thought
It should do.
I thought
It
it did.
did.
That's done in the past.
I don't
Yes,
know
but-
whether I've pressed the wrong button, possibly. So.
Well, I've got all my daily stuff, so I think I should be okay. I'm hoping so.
I think I know why.
Mm.
Okay, cool.
Right click on it.
I think I know why. I'm not going to say why, but I think I know why. I think it's certain things that might happen can trigger, not trigger the rest to complete. And I think I rolled the dice. I think I rolled an event that triggered that. So it's fine. Okay, what are you doing? Wake up the following morning. It is cold. It is wet.
East, aren't we? Over to there. Looking out for somewhere to cross, or the best way to cross, or anything else.
All right, heading eastwards. So
Sorry, west.
west. Go west. You, funnily enough, there absolutely is. So as you head westwards, following the south bank of the river here, you find the Shrike River and what you believe to be the Thorn River the Thorn River kind of joins the Shrike River. And at the point where just before the two rivers meet, you notice that there is a clear ford that will cross over to the north.
Mm. Oh, it'll be fine. I'll wander across it. Splash, splash, splash.
Will you be riding your horse?
It comes to about 3 feet deep at its deepest point on this ford.
No, I filled my boots.
But yeah, you can cross over.
There we go.
Not a lot else here that is of any real concern to you. Just a point where the two rivers meet. Part of it becomes shallow. Possibly a good place to fish, but yeah, nothing that jumps out at you as being interesting. That will put you on here, this side. Yeah.
We should still head north afterwards, right, to get that square done. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're reconnoitering this, aren't we? This square.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. Okay. So late afternoon, continues to rain. You start again to, you've discovered the ford. You're able to cross both of the rivers, head over to the west bank, and you can start to consider finding somewhere. That's why I didn't press the continue button, look. And now I've just broke everything.
Oh no.
There you go. I knew there was a button I needed to press. I apologise. So, but anyway, we're going to, again, it's come to a point now where it's time to start thinking about resting.
Ooh.
Come on, Dart. Come on, Ember.
You can do it.
You can't actually put +1, I don't think.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
for
actually
fuck's sake.
put a +1 in. And even with a +1, that is not going to make any difference. All right.
One day.
One day.
Oh, that was nearly a natural 20. Oh, well.
Yay! Oh, maybe not.
Oh,
Jack
got
does
critical.
very well. Jack very very well succeeds on the. There you go.
Ah.
Critical failure.
You're having a pretty rough day. The area that you're in is quite exposed to the elements, the rain, etc. It's cold. It's just yucky. And the place that Ember found for you turns out to be a bit more of a sort of a quagmire, marshy place than a kind of raised and comfortable place. Despite that, Jack is very good at hiding as best he can, hiding the encampment to make it hard for anything that might be like trawling down the river looking for prey or food. Go ahead and
Camping in the middle of a fucking poisonous thistle bush.
yeah, you are. Go ahead and cook your food.
Go for it.
We're going to be eating poisonous mushrooms, aren't we?
Make it lovely. Spicy. Filling. Warm. And yummy.
Hey!
Fantastic.
All right, so that's not letting you apply the basic meal, is it?
No.
I think we should have gone for a hearty meal with that roll. That was a good roll.
It was a good roll. All right. There you go. It worked properly this time.
Oh,
More to the point, it's not raining.
fantastic. Oh, we're back to a campsite again.
No, ignore that. I'm going to close it down for a sec. Okay. Do your morning prep.
Oh, yes.
Tell me where you're going.
Northwest, aren't we?
Where's my... oh, there we go.
Yeah. No.
Lovely jubbly.
Well,
We're going up
if we
north.
well, if we go northwest, we can then go southwest because we're heading that way anyway, aren't we? Are we heading down here? Are we heading down here?
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
need to cross the river. We can just go to that square and see what's there.
Yeah, we don't need to cross the river. We can just go to that bridge and then cross the river
Yep.
we need to, and then reconnoitre the square.
Exactly.
Have we reconnoitred here then?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll. Yep. Okay. So as you kind of travel through this area, kind of following the Thorn River on your right hand side, the stolen lands, the green belt, sort of you can see the forest to your left, kind of rising up across a number of sort of rocky hills and sort of hilly terrain. You're traveling along the sort of, as I say, the banks of the Thorn River, and at this point where you're traveling, it becomes very much a sort of a 20-foot deep gulch where the river itself is kind of meandering through. Nestled between a pair of rocky hills, you see what appears to be a wooden bridge that spans the gap and would allow you passage between the east bank and the west bank.
There's going to be a troll under it.
Well, funny you should say that.
Hmm?
There isn't at the moment.
There are 2.
There are 3. Mummy Troll, Daddy Troll, and Uncle Troll.
Thruple.
It is a thruple.
Wait, are we on the north side or the
Um,
south side?
We're on the west side.
Oh, in that case, we don't have to do anything.
You're on the
'cause
west side, yeah.
We don't.
Oh,
yeah.
technically we'd have to cross if we want to reconnoiter the whole thing.
Okay.
So at some point we're going to have to cross it. But it's probably worth...
Give me. Oh.
Jet,
Either law engineering or just a general sort of perception check.
okay, does Jack have engineering because he's a pistolero? As law. What was his
Good question.
background? What was his background?
I'm looking. I don't see engineering, which is a bit surprising.
What's your law on your sheet then? For skills.
Loss. Can't see.
All your core skills, you should have like a law skill down there.
I'd say my rolls today are terrible.
I've got nothing under the core skills for law.
No, and under the core skills, there's a section called law skills.
City.
Oh, city. Yeah, city. Sorry, I've got plus
Yeah.
5 city.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a city boy.
Oh, what's that? Is it that's a specific city though?
It would be, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what were the options again? I was trying to sort that.
Either a law engineering or a harder perception check.
Crafting?
Yeah, I'll take a crafting roll. Yeah.
Could do a perception.
I'll stick with my perception rather than crafting.
No worries.
Not so good.
Bollocks. Can change my dice.
Change your die.
Get my hero
Garen.
point down to 1.
To your eyes, the bridge is unlikely to take a wagon.
Oh shit.
You're also not convinced it'll take a horse.
Is there a ford anywhere up or downstream?
You've found the ford downstream.
Okay, we don't need to cross right now, do we?
Depends. If we're going to reconnoitre, I'd say we have to cross, but we could do half of it, but not cross off reconnoitring. I don't know.
You could go south again, cross the ford, and then go back up again.
Not much point. Not much point really. May as well just put a pin in it and head southwest.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree.
Okay, so rather than spending sort of half a day reconnoitering, when you kind of realise that it's going to be very difficult at this point for you to kind of cross the river, you do a cursory scout of the west bank, and then you can move to the southeast if that's where southeast, southwest, if that's where you go. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. So you were talking about engineering. I don't have engineering. I do have crafting. How long would it take to do something like that, Zed? To repair the bridge?
It would need to be probably completely ripped apart and rebuilt with more sturdy timbers. Okay. So you'd be looking at a few days with some solid engineers.
So hypothetically, in the future, could we send a team of engineers to do it for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Those kind of things are activities that you can do as you'll learn later.
Got it.
All right. So you won't have time to reconnoitre, but you can kind of head southwest. Kind of following, moving away from the Thorn River, out into some more open sort of plains. It is somewhat hilly here, so it does take a little bit of time for you to travel. And excuse me. And as always, you take some time to locate a camping site, and this time Ember hopefully will find somewhere good for you.
Come on, Ember, you can do it.
Yay!
Oh, fantastic.
Well, it is a success. Okay,
so we should wait for Ember to do the camp management role before we all do our stuff now, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
The only person that could do anything first would be Garen, but
failed.
Okay, so now we can roll. Oh!
Okay, +2 status bonus to perception checks. Okay, all right, that's good to know. Go for food.
Yeah, turn around to Garen and go, was that fucking mumble rap?
Call it dove step.
Now we're cooking.
Cool.
No. It's broken.
Yeah, they may have broken it. Yeah, I think they've broken basic meal. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I think we should investigate a ruin we can see afar from here. On the way.
That one there?
Yeah.
To the southeast, yeah. That's if we get through the night. That went dark very ominously. And Zed looks like he's prepping a map.
Critical success on the watch, though.
Yes, I think they've broken the camping stuff. I saw there's an update, but it's for version 13 of Foundry, and I've not updated to 13 yet. So
Get it updated and tell
I,
bloody thingy to sort his shit out.
yeah, I might do that over the weekend. I might get it updated at the weekend and go from there. All right. Thought I did this. Yeah, so it's kind of broken again. Doesn't matter. All right, where are you going?
Southeast, because we think there's a ruin on the coast.
Oh, well, actually, you haven't recognised this location.
No, we need to
No.
do that. We need to do that.
All right. You are out of sequence. Yeah, you normally travel and then recognise it.
Yeah.
As you kind of travel southwards through this area, you come to a well-defined valley that sits between two low hills. As you kind of look down in this valley, you can see what appears to be low shrubs that seem to be covered in some kind of gossamer-like silk. And it's a big expanse of it.
Does it look like a spider's web by any chance, the gossamer silk?
It definitely looks spidery, yes.
Fucking everywhere. Something else to get rid of on our way through?
Crack out the oil and the alchemist fire and torch the place. Well, no, there could be somebody alive in there that's been dragged off by the spiders, so technically we shouldn't do that, really. Go in with a kind of raid.
You kind of want to push into this valley and investigate, or not?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should, yeah.
All right, give me a sec.
Carefully, and with our ranger going ahead of us.
With whichever companion he's got out.
Which companion are you with, Ember?
Can we whip it out?
The cat.
The cat. Ghost.
Oh, we're loading a map.
Give me a sec, yeah.
Probably.
Well, he doesn't normally ask me about what animal I'm using till the map coming up.
But there might be experience here.
Oh my god.
At least 79, maybe.
Well,
That's true, that.
First, I think we should dismount.
Yep. Picket the horses.
Pick up a horse?
Yep. I'm not strong enough, but maybe you guys are.
All right. Okay, you pick at the horses. Yeah, you can tie the horses off, and this kind of valley kind of stretches out in front of you. It is very dense, which is why there are only certain parts of it that you can actually see around. There are a lot of dense, thick undergrowth.
Take it slowly here, folks. It looks tricky terrain. Ambushy.
No, you'll only have one hero point.
Yeah.
Hero points reset down to one. If you don't use it, you lose it, and then I decide if I feel generous enough. I tend to give everybody you tend to refresh your hero points, get an extra one at the halfway mark of the session. So
Okay. Our exploration activities. Should we set
Yep.
those?
Yep, set your exploration activities.
Exploration.
That's in part, isn't it?
No, it's on your character sheet under actions, and then there's a tab for exploration. And then when you activate it there, it goes onto the party sheet.
I think I'm already set as search anyway, so I'm good.
Cool.
I think I'm going to.
It's as before, so that's fine.
I'm going to.
Are there any tracks around here?
I'm avoid notice as well, funnily enough.
You would need to be doing probably the seek action.
But actually, it says there's a track as well. But
That's if you're tracking something. So
yeah, but that only works if I can find tracks of anything
Yeah.
on the ground.
All right.
Defending.
You can start moving yourself forward. Just stick to your normal movement, though, as you move forwards. Okay.
I'm not because it does it, doesn't it?
I'll just roll for tracking if there's anything to be tracked.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to sneak.
All right. Jack is sneaking.
Jack is searching.
I'm sneaking and searching.
Can't do both. Can do one.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry about blind. It's fine.
As I asked, is there any tracks around here? Because otherwise, there's no point in me tracking.
No
Nobody's
tracks.
scouting.
The only tracks that you can see would be traditional animal tracks that you're expecting. So deer, fox, rabbit. In and amongst the thick, dense thicket of foliage, you can see very small runs where that like rabbits would kind of fit through, or foxes, etc. In terms of like humanoid, though, there are no humanoid tracks in here at all that you can see.
I've changed over to Scout Z so that people get the
Okay.
+1.
No worries.
Oh, yes.
How do I drag that effect onto the?
I'll just use search then.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no, sorry, I don't want to search. I want to wait.
I don't know if you can drop the effect from Scout onto the chat so people can give it to one we get, or whether you can do that when we hit a combat initiative.
If you're scouting, it should do it automatically, doesn't it?
Right, that's fine.
I think.
Just it's not up as an effect for me, you see. So we'll see when we get into combat.
If not, I can give everybody an extra +1 initiative. It's not a problem. What do you mean when you get into combat? You're making a lot of assumptions there, Milado.
I don't think so. Bet the worst. Right. Scouts, off you pop.
Music is way too jolly for what's going on in the way you're smirking, Zed.
Hey, great music. Ember, are you trying to sort of pass through? You notice that ahead of you, further into this kind of thicket, you can see what appears to be, even though it's kind of, the mid of winter, you can see what appears to be deep blue berries on a number of bushes.
Well, I know what they are because I got herbalism.
Give me a nature check as a gather recall knowledge.
My herbalism is lower than my nature, which is weird.
Oh, do you have herbalism as a skill? Like
Yeah, some law.
I'm trained
An actual
in
skill.
herbalism.
Give me a herbalism roll then. Sorry, I didn't realise that it was an actual skill. Give me a herbalism check.
But it's lower than my...
Give me a
DC,
herbalism.
the DCs for law are normally lower than normal skills.
Yeah, no. You've never seen these before.
Okay.
Well, they do look interesting, and they they look edible as well.
They also look like they got thorns on them all over the place.
They do have thorns all over them, yes.
They look edible, but you're not sure because of all the dead animals around the bushes.
Can I do
You
a
know,
seek action?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
The things that have made the webs.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Send it blind, please.
I'm just going to turn around to the rest of the party. Do you think we should follow him in yet?
Yeah, that's about 8 yards. So yeah, 10 yards, something like that.
At the moment, you can't see anything. No, the webs are not. You've fought hunting spiders, which seem to leave and excrete these really thick webs. These are more gossamer, thin silk kind of webs, like big sheets of them over the tops of these berry trees.
That you'll probably have to move Barristan behind Kendall.
Oh, I can't see what the leopard's seeing.
Yeah, I think we've established that problem before.
Oh yeah.
You're in amongst all of the bushes now that have these purpley blue berries on them.
Have I ever cooked with them before?
Give me a cooking check if you wish.
I will do.
Oh, you know what these are. These are fangberries.
Okay.
Give me a second. I will give you a bit more information on the fangberries. They are very much, I suppose they're like blackberries, brambles, that kind of thing. Probably a deeper blue colour. Thorns are probably twice as long and are like steel. But you do know that you can definitely use them to make a fangberry
Pie.
I was going to say pie. Yeah, pie,
Anything.
stew. Yeah,
Anything I can put
Crumble.
blueberries in. Yeah.
crumble.
What would it be to start picking these? Thievery check? First deafness of hand or What's the?
It's going to be a survival check, actually, to start picking them.
Oh, do you want me to give you a hand?
Yeah, you could do it. I'll just tell them that. Yeah, they're edible. They're really nice.
Yeah, let me start.
I've always had staff to pick them in the past.
You will need to be further. You'll need to be further into the thicket, though. Where you are now, there's not a lot of them, so you're going to be You need to be much further forward, sort of in the area where Ember is.
Okay.
I just see Kendall walking past me.
No, I haven't walked past you.
Let me
Follow me
do a
also.
survival check. Let's start picking some berries.
Yeah, I picked
Really
some as well.
We probably
It rolled off a 20. That's terrible.
Okay.
And it's not bad.
As you start pulling at berries,
Barry tells you to get off.
Ember is kind of keeping an eye on things. As you kind of doing that, Ember, you notice that the trees and the thickets around you suddenly seem to come alive as thousands of spiders coalesce into two huge swarms and descend from the trees to attack you.
Well, that's not
Hang
bad,
on.
eh?
Wait, how big are these swarms?
They count as large. And
Solid,
we are rolling.
Oh, swarms. They're for it's just little thingies.
Yes, we are rolling for initiative, gentlemen. Yeah.
What weird dreams have you been having?
Oh, Medi has many weird dreams.
So I, going into combat, will have my shield up, which is nice
You
because
will.
I was
Yes.
moving defensively.
Correct.
It didn't add the +1.
Okay, that's fine. Coruscant, I can change you to. Oh God.
Mine's
So
20.
Coruscant would go, you go 24. Garin would go. Garin would go above that one. Yeah, and there's no change beyond that.
Oh, we need to roll for... Did you roll for Barristan?
I am going to roll for Barristan. Barristan is not going to make a difference. All right.
Should we have Medi, whatever your buff is called, on us or not? You haven't done it, have we? Yeah, okay.
How long does that last for anyway? Just one turn. Okay. So there's no point in just doing it before we start combat. Yeah, but you could be just singing to us all the time.
We are being stealthy, apparently.
That's true, yeah.
Telling you to shut the fuck up. Trying to sleep, man. Shut up.
First up is Kendall.
That'll be me. Hang on.
Did you say there were two swarms?
Yep, you can't. The other one hasn't come into view yet.
Yeah, I know, I can't see.
Okay, well, let's do... I collide with a wall. Oh, let's do that. Target it, and I'm going to take it what I assume is going to be a very ineffectual...
Wing.
Oh, fucking ass bollocks. I am going to hero point that.
Go for it.
Oh, there we do.
Well, that will hit. Roll your damage.
Oh, well.
I mean, you slam your flail into this huge swarm of spiders, and as you bring your flail back, you kind of scatter loads of dead spiders and leave spider ichor on the ground. But they're still coming. They're still coming.
Have we fought swarms before?
Don't think so.
Didn't we,
Bat.
bats, yeah.
You fought the bat swarm, the vampire bat swarm. Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something fire or not on me though.
Okay, that's Kendall done. So we're up to Coruscant.
Can't see anything at the moment. Looking where Kendall's gone, is it solid on the left and right of him?
Yeah, it's very dense. You could pass through it, but it is going to be difficult terrain, and you're going to be making acrobatics or athletics checks to avoid getting thorned.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do athletics checks. I could do acrobatics, but I can't do athletics. Is it something that blocks a spell effect?
Yes, it's dense
Right.
enough to block spell
Right,
effects. Yeah.
Well, that's shit.
It's a super dense thicket of very tall bushes, thorn bushes, trees. If you've seen you've probably seen the picture of the bocage from Normandy, right? Very dense. Think of it like that. You can't see through it.
Oh, yeah. Right, well, I'll start by moving up to there.
Yep.
10 foot. And then I'll continue that movement up to
Just fireball the
up to
thicket.
there.
Yep.
And I will go, there's another one here. And then I will...
Burn it with fire.
Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, I better. So I will do that.
Ooh. Breathe fire. Are you not going to catch your allies with that?
I'm going for the one on the left. Oh, don't.
Oh, you're going for the one that's currently coming down out of the trees.
Yeah.
Nice, go for it.
See it. So, what's the? Hang on, let me get the description. So it's a 15-foot cone. Okay, right.
If you hit use, it should
I'm gonna use
come
it.
up with the cone. There you go. So place 15-foot cone. Middle mouse button usually rotates before you finalize it.
Well, that was
Exactly. Just like
wrong.
that.
We undo that.
That's going on me.
I mean, great special effects, right? Hang on.
It wasn't middle mouse button to rotate.
Let me do it for you.
Yeah, if you would.
It's
not the same thing. Go on, you do it.
yeah, okay. I know what it is. Hang on. Ah.
Hit myself.
Supposed to come from you, not onto you.
Okay, I know what the problem is. Right, I'll do it properly now. So you're right. It's not middle mouse button. It is middle mouse button, but it's also shift. So shift middle mouse button allows
Shift,
you
place it with the left click and
like that.
right.
Basically.
Okay, that's where it's going.
All right,
so
there you go.
It's a
Targeted.
roll. No, it's a roll damage.
I need to. Yeah, I'll do the DC 18. Woohoo! I'll do the DC. I'll do the reflex check while you're rolling damage. Right, it is going to pass its reflex save.
That's a shame.
It's going to take half damage, right?
Yep.
Nice. Takes half damage. Many spiders and bits of the somewhat damp brush start to smoulder from the fire. Anything else?
That's my 3 actions.
All right, so we go to the spiders, also known as the chew spiders. Choo choo. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to step into here. It is a step. It's not a stride. They can occupy the same space as anybody else. And then they are going... I'm just going to move back because I need to be able to target me laddie there. They will then chew and bite. In fact, actually, they're not going to do that. They're going to go to there. So they're going to step through. They will trigger an opportunity attack or a reactive strike, sorry, if you have one and wish to take it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that, aren't we?
I don't know.
Potentially, yep.
So is that just normal strikes, Ed?
Normal strike, yep. Reactive strike, yep.
Oh, bullfucks.
Bullfucks, yeah. That is definitely bullfucks.
That was supposed to be a 19.
I would like Ember, Kendall, hang on, and the leopard.
Mm-hmm.
Let me redo this 1 second. There you go. I would like Kendall, Ember, and the leopard to make reflex saves, please.
Hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god. Use your hero point there, I think.
I've
He's
already
used it.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's
not
2
good.
critical failures in a row.
That's
Ember
terrible.
gets a success, not a critical success, but she gets a success. Oh, that was a critical failure, wasn't it? Oh shit.
No, it wasn't Ed. You're imagining shit.
No, I'm not. All right, can.
No.
Okay, so Ember is a success. You're going to take half of that damage.
I can't see what the damage is.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So Kendall's going to take double because it's a. Do you take double if you critically fail a saving throw?
Depends what the. I think the standard is if it's an attack. I think that's the standard, isn't it? Unless it says otherwise.
It's just a basic reflex save taking damage on a failure.
I think the stat. I
It's
think the
normally
stat.
on the stats of the attack, isn't it?
I think there are just some generic rules.
Oh, it's persistent damage. It's not. So Ember avoids it. Kendall doesn't. All right, one sec. Just going to move this out of here again and uncheck Ember. Sorry. So now I would like not Ember. You don't need to do it. I thought I'd unchecked you, but I'd like Kendall and the leopard to make saving throws, please.
Yeah.
Kendall succeeds.
Barris,
The leopard fails.
I must be there.
Why is it called leopard, not just name?
Don't know. Leopard takes poison damage and is clumsy. Oh no, not the Jew spider. Is clumsy 1. All right, that's vicious. That is its go. Next up is Ember.
What does clumsy do?
Clumsy gives you a penalty to your attacks, I think.
Oh, anything to do with dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also AC. Bear that in mind. Do you want me to move the spider one so that you can access your tokens?
Yes, please.
There you go. I've just moved it. Bear in mind it is on top of you.
Yeah, I realise that.
You can move out of its space though.
I'll stay where I am, and I'll hit it with. Oh wait! First I'll put Hunter's Mark on it.
Yep.
And then I will second action. I will. Oh, on character sheet. I'll attack it with my spear.
Okay. Well, you poke at it effectively. You do a fair bit of damage, actually.
Would that really work with a piercing weapon, though?
You know, yeah. So as you kind of stab at it, no damage. Doesn't seem to do any kind of real impact to the creature.
Okay, so it's resistance to piercing.
You need to recall knowledge dart and you spend an action to figure that out.
Alright, well I've got one action left, so I'll do that then.
Okay, give me a nature check, please.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I can answer one question.
What's its resistances?
It is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Well, shit.
All three of
It
them?
is more resistant to piercing and slashing than bludgeoning, but it is resistant to all three, yes.
Burn it with fire.
But mine didn't do any damage at all, so it would have to be...
Correct.
It was very resistant.
Well, one of my attacks is called Precision, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
But it could have an immunity to precision, and in which case
Yeah.
it's reduced to just whatever your damage.
Hang on a minute, I'm being shouted at.
Not by us.
Not yet.
Look, little spider's giving him some.
Ember's got one action left.
Sorry.
You've got one action left, I believe, Ember.
No, I don't. I had used all three.
Okay, cool.
Put Hunter's Mark on it, I attacked it, and then I
Gotcha.
recalled knowledge on it.
Garin, then, you're up. I assume, by the way, Ember would yell, these things are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh,
Use
yeah,
harsh language. Yeah. Use harsh language. Gary, you're up.
Presumably fire, area effects stuff will work on it, though.
Okay. Okay.
Don't throw
on,
it on
sorry.
me.
Could you see the creature from where you were? Yeah. Oh, that'd block it anyway. So you're gonna have to go on the actual creature.
Would I? Where's Barristan at the moment, Zed? I can't see him.
the spiders come swarming out of the thicket of really thick, dense foliage and start to swarm up around Jack and Garin. And Barristan goes, "Oh my god, spiders! I don't like spiders." So, I am going to just uncheck everything because I don't need to trigger you again. I will just move him back 1 second, so we'll trigger you two. Okay, so, as before, I would like Garin and Jack to make reflex saves, please, as these spiders start to swarm up your legs, into your eyes and your mouth and your nose.
Ew.
You both make it, you bastards.
I mean, great.
This is true. That's it. It's two actions. I'm going to do a third action. I guess it can do the same thing twice, can't it? So it's going to do it again. Why not? It's going to continue to chew at you. Oh, I've unchecked you. 1 second. I'll redo that. This thing continues to swarm around your legs, your head, your eyes, your arse, looking for every little crevice and hole it can get into.
Oh dear.
Jack succeeds. Garin succeeds. Happy freaking days.
Nice.
Barristan, with a yell, throws a fireball at you all. He would.
For justice.
It's okay, I'll throw one back next turn.
He's got nothing, I don't think. Okay. Can he see both? I don't know. I can't see from his view. Yes. No, he's going to do this. So he targets those two. Just let me untarget those. And he will cast Divine Lance. No, Electric Arc. Sorry. So he's going to cast Electric Arc. Frickin'. Okay, remind me. So critical failure doubles the damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, normally.
So this one, the one at the top, is double. And the other one is that one's double. And that one is halved, which would be 3. Okay. Spiders kind of shoot all over the place and sort of twitch as the arc of lightning strikes them. For his last action, not a lot he can do. He is going to swing at this as effectively as he can with his bastard sword.
Oh.
He'll miss. All right, Jack, you're up.
I'm going to draw a torch out of my backpack.
Okay.
Then I'm going to light it, and then I'm going to attack with it.
Oh, okay.
So I've no idea what I need to roll for this.
Going to be an improvised weapon, I think. Give me a second. Just move the spider so you can get to your token if you need to.
Do I just roll a normal? I don't know how to roll this actually, because is it? I don't have improvised weapon on my character sheet.
Yeah, improvised weapon is not there. Okay, go for a normal.
Unarmed attack.
Just go for a normal unarmed attack. Yeah. that'll do
Right.
it for now.
Okie dokie. Let's roll that. Let's click on
It
there.
will miss unless you're going to roll your.
Let's do a.
Have you got Alchemist Fire?
Yeah, but well, I suppose I could use that. I suppose, but I thought this is what I would do this time, so I use a hero point to roll again. Oh, there we go.
All right. Roll your damage for your unarmed attack. I'm not sure what it's going to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
shouldn't that be a critical?
Yeah. Did you roll the critical number, or did you not?
I roll damage, but it's a critical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll critical?
Yes.
Okay, let me roll critical.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
I did think about using the alchemical fire, but I thought no, it would be more sensible to actually take a torch out and light it and use that to fight with.
I did shout, but everybody ignored me.
Yeah.
Again, you do some damage to it. The fire itself doesn't really seem to have much of an effect.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, is this fire as well? My God.
I would say that is your action spent.
Yeah. But from that, we would assume that it's resistant to fire as well. I would have thought.
Ember didn't pick up that it was resistant to fire.
But when using the torch, it didn't really do much damage, so my character would assume, oh, this isn't working.
Yeah. The torch itself, it's resistant to the torch because it's bludgeoning. The fire itself didn't seem to do any additional damage.
Right. I will shout this out to the party that fire doesn't seem to do much.
I beg to differ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, roll a recovery check, please, Kendall.
Oh, let's do this. Hang on, how do I do that?
It's popped up. You should see it. Oh, hang on. There you go.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Fuck. Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. Oh.
Give yourself 6 hit. Give yourself. Hold on, I can do it. Don't worry. I applied too much damage. Okay. Yep. You recover, and you drop. You throw off the biting spiders, and are no longer being bitten and poked and prodded and attacked by them. Okay. Coriston, you're up.
Okay. Bear with me. Oh, it's pointless. I won't do that. How does everybody feel about taking some damage? No, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, first action. This one that's on the right.
This
4
one?
damage. No, the one on the right. On the right. So the first one closest to me. 4 damage. And then I will.
Well, as you do, as your bolt slams into the spiders, they all kind of drop and disperse, scurrying off in many different directions as you break the swarm. And then ignition against the last one.
Second action.
Nice.
Ooh.
Roll your damage. And again, your arcane energy slams into the other swarm, just dispersing it out.
Save your lives.
Did that magic actually work then? So it's not normal fire, it's actually magical fire that does damage?
It's area damage.
Okie dokie.
So, just out of character, swarms generally, area damage, they'll be like susceptible.
More effective.
Fire will hurt them most of the time, and they'll be resistant to.
But you want area effect. Okay, gotcha.
Area effects, but it normally enhances against swarms historically.
Did we?
Yeah.
So did we actually pick up any of the berries earlier?
No, the spiders reacted to you trying to grab some. You probably got a small handful, and then immediately dropped them to grab weapons as the spiders came at you. Exactly. So you can continue survival checks again if you want to try and pick berries. Those of you who are picking berries, if you're wearing medium or heavy armor, you can get medium armor. You get a +2 bonus to the roll.
A pretty finger.
Whilst people are doing that, I'm going to focus.
Okay.
So it's a +2 circumstance.
Yes, if you are in medium armor.
And if there's anybody that isn't picking, I would say do first aid on people that need it.
And Barristan, because he's in heavy armor, gets to count it as 1 degree better. So he critically succeeds. So after about half an hour or so, Barristan comes back with one of the empty baskets that you carry around in your cart, full of these berries. And there's lots of little splash and crush marks on his armor from berries that he's crushed and damaged. But he comes out of the thicket no worse for wear and with no adverse effects.
This could be the next gift for the Fae.
Oh, I forgot about the Fae.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. So, looking ahead up the path a little bit, Ted, can we see any stonework or something? It looks as if it's like it doesn't look like a natural stone formation ahead of us.
Looks like a tower, doesn't it? The interior of a tower.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Or a stone
No,
circle.
it's don't read too much into the map. It's just the map
Okay.
that was provided for this. So it is literally just a thicket, a very thick thicket in a valley between two low hills. You can come in one end, you can fight your way out through the other, you can come back out on yourself. It's really up to you.
So I'd get these berries stored away and nice and safe and packed.
And then move on.
Was anybody else trying to get berries?
I did a 20 survival check.
You did a 20. So you... Okay, yeah, but you're going to take 6 points of damage from the thorns as you pull the berries out.
Oh my god, I quickly failed, so I'm going to take loads of damage.
You critically failed?
I fall over dead.
You just face planting them, don't you?
Okay, so if you critically failed, you not only do you not get any berries.
Not even one? Oh, that's a shame.
No. You'll take 2 points of damage.
Per berry.
4d6 consistent bleeding.
And
dingleberries.
1d6 persistent bleeding. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit nasty. So, right. The easiest way to do this is remind myself what the base check for persist. Is it 15?
15, yeah.
So give me a DC 50. Give me a fortitude save, please. So you've taken 2 points. No, you don't have 280 hit points. So give me a fortitude save.
I'm looking. There, I think.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's a success or not.
That is a success, but you would take another point of damage. So you've taken 3 points of damage in total. So I've adjusted your hit points accordingly.
Ouch.
Okay. And you don't get a you do not get a basket of berries.
Ah.
Can I ask Barristan for some healing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Ember, did you want to heal first?
Yeah, my ghost is still bleeding, by the way.
Ghost would need to. Right. Okay. So Ghost, make that check. So you're going to fail, which is this isn't going to be good. So Ghost is going to take, first and foremost, we'll take 4 hit points. I'll adjust. So I'll put you on 9. Then you fail the save, so you'll take another d6.
Ed, I'm just reading persistent damage, and there's something called assisted recovery.
Yep.
Actually,
which reduces it to 10. It's up to the DM to determine how you assist recovery. So I assume something like this, you could make a medicine check, and if you pass, it reduces the DC. So
Ember, I mean, for the first attempt, you failed anyway. You failed by a lot. So even a resisted recovery, which would reduce it to 10, isn't going to make a difference. So she's going to take another 6 points of damage, which is going to put her on 3 hit points left. Now make another DC. Make another flat check, please. This time it's 10. Because I would assume Ember's starting to grab spiders and pull them off her fur and trying to kind of clear them. She's rolling around, etc.
Karen, is rousing splash a? Is it a spell or is it? It's focus. Is it? Oh, it's him a healing you've got, isn't it? It's focus. It's not a.
And this time you managed to get all the crap off the cat, but she is looking very sorry for herself.
Okay.
And I think Barristan is probably going to come to here and is going to do this. Yeah, put her to sleep.
Well, I was going to bandage her.
I think you're talking about a more permanent sleep.
Okay. Everybody, I'll just put it there. Okay, everybody is gonna get so everybody can heal. I'll do this, it's quicker for me to do it. They've changed the UI. Everybody is healed as Barristan summons forth the power of his god.
I've got a really lot of healing on me.
We were treating wounds. Those that can on people.
Yeah, I just realised that because I've got medicine, I could have used Minister First Aid, which helps stop bleeding.
That would be the reducing of the DC. The helping stop.
Ah,
And I just chose to let you do that without having to make a roll, Dart.
okay.
All right. Anybody else want to do any more healing before we progress onwards?
Treat wounds,
Yeah.
guys. Take 10 minutes, take 20 minutes, whatever. Whoever can treat wounds, treat wounds.
Yeah, I've got a couple. I'm still a couple down. I wouldn't mind a Barristan touching me in appropriate ways.
Give me 1 second. If anybody else is doing it first, while I just sort this out. There we go. So you've got 2 baskets of fangberries. Okay, apply the healing to your leopard, Ember. Nice. Okay, Barristan, you want...
Anyone
Sorry.
else need healing?
Anybody else damaged?
Yeah, I'm still a couple down, I think, aren't I? Yeah, I'm still a couple down. Barristan, if he could chuck me a heal.
Yeah.
I'm standing right next to you.
Not anymore. That's I didn't know. You are not healing me, Ember. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, oh, okay. As I was about to put the bandage on, you walked away.
That's exactly
All right.
right, and we can see why.
Yep. He heals you.
Oh shit. Okay, that'll do.
And there we go.
And whilst people are getting healed, is there anything else in here, like dead bodies with treasure on them or anything like that, or is it just the fangberries?
Just the fangberries, nothing
Okay,
else.
cool.
Let's head out then.
All right, let's take a 10-minute break.
All right.
I need a drink. somewhere else, and then camp for the night.
This is
for-
the next we've got.
No, we've done
No,
that one.
You've
Well, we've
done
not
that one.
been there, but
We've done half of it. We just haven't crossed the river yet.
Oh, okay.
well, we could, just not with horses or the wagon.
Cart.
It's a bit late now, but we could have split the party, and half of us could have gone and reconnoitred the other half. Didn't think about it at the time.
We just picketed everything and hidden it in
You wanted
like a
party?
copse of trees or something like that, and gone over on foot.
Do you want to do that now to get it done with?
Oh, we can either do that, or we can just go down to this very ruins-looking thing over here, like you said before.
Is that really?
Kendall.
It looks like a ruin on the map. I mean, it's a bit far off in the distance for us to see properly.
Well, let's keep pushing on then.
Well, where are we going? Down there.
Move yourself. Okay. You travel south eastwards, heading from where you are, sort of atop some of the rolling hills. This kind of looks down to what you can see in the distance to be most likely a large lake. Stood at the edge of the lake appears to be a fort of some kind.
Shoot, this is where the stag lord's hanging out.
I had the impression
Is it
was
derelict at
further
this
over
moment?
here somewhere.
Yeah, I thought it was more west.
Yeah. Yeah, is it derelict? Is there any sign of movement?
How close do you want to get to it?
Close enough that we can see if it's derelict or not.
Or any movement on the battlements? Or
Give me perception. People give me perception checks.
Medi, you're echoing.
I am echoing, sorry. I put my volume on. I was just checking to see if you could hear the TV through my headphones.
No. Kendall, Ember, Barriston, Garin. Oh, there's movement in that fort. And there is a few comings and goings as you kind of spend maybe an hour or so hidden, the wagon and the horses behind the crest of a small hill. You're probably about a quarter of a mile away, maybe 40, 50 feet up. You can kind of almost see down into the fort itself, and there's definitely movement in there.
Any banners that we recognise flying?
There are no banners as far as I can tell. What you do see is a palisade about 15 feet high, consisting of vertical logs sharpened into spikes at the top. There is a 30-foot clear zone around the outer perimeter of the palisade.
This
Nice,
has
just
got to
not
be the
going.
Stag Lord. Because he was round here, wasn't he?
No, he's further to the west, I think.
I thought he was more west. to be honest with you.
And he's in the forest, from memory.
But if this has got to be a stag lord's location. There's no way like this place could be operating without his know-how, right?
If it's not his main centre of operations, then it's one of his like
Is there any-
one of his forts.
Are there any carts or anything going in and out of the
How
palisade?
big is the fort?
The fort appears to be... no, there are nothing going in and out at the moment. It's getting towards evening, so so on that basis, it's about 100 foot in diameter.
That's not that big, really.
I suggest we move off. Yeah.
Should we put our Staglord pendants on and take the wagon there with our loot?
No, because they'll take it.
Hand it all over to him
Ignore
in
that,
tribute,
sorry.
and then just join the bandits and
Yeah.
change the campaign entirely.
Yeah.
Bandit Maker.
Yeah, spend the next 2 years just robbing peasants.
No, we can take over Bravo.
Well, we can do that anyway, but we can do that through the kingdom system and actually raise an army rather than just rob peasants.
True.
Zed, we've seen bandits and the like on our travels and have vanquished many of them. Do these folks look like
They are absolutely resembling the bandits, the various bandits that you've been fighting. Yes.
okay?
This is the Staglord's fort. Yeah.
I think
Are we sure?
I don't know, but if there was whenever the next group go out, however many there are, I'd say we follow them and question them.
Yeah.
We could. I think some of us should back a bit further away, though.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to, because it's getting to night. We need to go and camp somewhere else where they can't see us. Absolutely, yeah.
And then maybe Ember.
We're 50 foot up on a hill. Let's not camp here.
Then maybe Emma come back in the morning and watch the gates if anybody leaves.
As long as it's a reasonable size group.
Can we move off maybe over here? Or over here?
I just moved back northwest, over back towards the border that way a little bit.
Sure.
Stay in the
You will
house.
need. Okay, so you will need to
They're not going
camp.
to come out at night, are they? So
You will need to find a place here to camp. I mean, this is a huge area, so there's not a problem doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you will need to camp. So
Yeah, let's
Let
I think we need to be really on watch tonight. Candle?
Pressure.
He's done brilliantly. Let's see how it is when you're here.
It's just when I'm here, he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Our Barristan will do it.
we'll do the
bore me
usual.
to
We'll
sleep.
do the usual stuff. We'll dig a big pit to put the fire in, so that it's not visible.
everybody, make sure you've got another hero point.
I re-roll that.
Mm-hmm. Burn a hero point to do that? Yeah, sure.
Worth every hero point, that.
Even worse.
Worth every hero point. Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 now, haven't I?
Yeah.
Had.
All right.
Wait before you roll, please.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference. I'm going to hero point that one. Yeah.
Well, camp
I think I'm gonna set alarms tonight rather than do anything else.
One person can do 2 camp activities.
Set
Would you
traps.
bolster confidence?
I can't.
And it.
What else is there? There's
If this
The
person
problem
is
with-
mastering performance, you gain a 2+2 circumstance bonus.
The problem with bolster of confidence, you want to be doing that before
Beforehand.
anybody else does anything else,
Ah, true. Yeah.
it's going
because
to be
you
more enhanced weapons or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not really going to help that much.
Well, what's set traps? We've got set alarms, but
Thinking on set alarms.
What does blending into the night do?
Click on the name and it tells you.
wandering encounters.
Oh, you don't have to roll for that.
Yeah, hesitating between enhanced weapons and I don't know about blend into the night, but set traps. Anyone?
Hunt and gather for more foodstuffs. We're not hunted and gathered for a while, have we?
I'll do that then.
Okay, go for it.
Critical failure.
You get one basic ingredient.
Can you change your dice, please?
It's like, I found a mushroom. I'm not sure if it's poisonous.
We'll find out tomorrow.
That's right.
I forgot to do.
Where did that elephant come from?
We know the food isn't working, so I forgot to do it. Just consume rations and everybody. Okay. Once again, it's pissing down.
Did you click ration?
Yeah, that was
I
me.
did as well. But I would probably
Okay.
take.
Wait, what?
All right. Do your morning preparations. Those of you who need to do morning prep.
Go for a piss.
My pet's healed.
That says is everyone fitting well?
Yes. I don't know. I don't like this. Let's go quiet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're doing.
I'd say go and observe the fort and look for a patrol, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait for
we're
a
waiting for
patrol
somebody to leave so we can kind of accost them in an appropriate manner, aggressively or not, and find out what's going on at the fort.
So let's go to the hill then, and then we can see what direction they're going in. And set an ambush for them.
Okay.
A long way from their fort, though.
Sounds like a plan.
How long are you prepared to kind of wait?
It's about lunchtime, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Late morning. From where you are, you will see the gates of the fort open, and a group of 3 bandits ride out on horseback.
Sounds like a group we could
Are they coming our direction or are they going a different direction?
They're just heading out of the fort, which faces north, and just heading north along there is a sort of a track or a trail that they're just following. So they're generally heading northwards. You're probably between 50 and 100 feet from where they will pass.
Is there
Well,
anything...
we want to get ahead of them, don't we?
Yeah.
If they're following a particular path, we want to get ahead of them, so they don't come across us and then set a decent. It doesn't far enough away from the fort so it can't be heard.
Yeah, it's like
So they're on
trees
horseback.
anywhere?
Yeah,
They're on horseback. Your limitation is the wagon. If you want to get past them, you're gonna have to take the wagon over country, over hills and things like that.
Also, if we're going to overtake them, they'll notice we're overtaking them.
Well, no, because we're ahead of them at the moment, aren't we? Aren't we north of the thing anyway?
You're north of the camp, yes.
Yeah. So
Maybe you guys get in the back of the wagon on the tarpaulin, and I'll be the pole-only wagon driver heading north, and see if they come to attack me.
but then we've got you got 5 horses training at the back of the wagon. Looks a bit suspicious.
Oh, do you mean just use use bait?
I'm a horse
With-
rider.
with a
But
horse.
by all means, if you want to be bait. But I'd say we be on horseback parallel
Okay.
to you.
Yep. Let's try it.
Okay. So you're going to try and get ahead of them and ambush them, trick them. What's the actual? What's the plan?
Well, we're too near the fort really to do that, aren't we?
Well, not near the fort. We were just seeing it, so we can. They've set off. We've seen them heading north. We'll start heading that way. Pretty much straight away, and come up with this plan as we're travelling. But I guess we're going to try and get Garin onto the track that they're going to start following ahead of them if we can. With us sort of like parallel on a parallel path, out of sight, waiting for a beautiful song to draw us into the battle now.
Okay.
I'd guess we want to come from behind them anyway, so that they can't make their way back to the fort.
Right. As you're sort of get this plan in motion, give me perception checks.
Little perception checks. Little.
Oh, nice.
So you're within about, in order to be able to see things coming and going from the fort, you're probably about a maximum of 100 feet away from it. You're off to one side, away from the track and the road that leads northwards, probably by about 50 feet. But as the bandits, as you're kind of, some of you are down the back of the hill, kind of getting Garin moving and the wagon sort of heading off as quickly as possible towards the track that the bandits are on. Barristan and Ember, you watch with dismay as after travelling about 50, 60 feet, the three bandits on horseback pause. They seem to say something to each other, and then all three split up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, split up.
And start galloping.
Away
We're
from
heading back towards the fort or elsewhere?
No. One goes north along the track that you are invariably going to be pulling the wagon out on. One then goes north eastwards, and the other sort of heads more east.
We'll still get one of them.
Yeah, we can still get one, right? Easily. Or do we just split up into two and...
We only need one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, he's now gone past the hill that you're all sat on.
Well, shit. Let's grab him quick.
As in, through us?
As in, if you want to catch him, you're on a
Yep.
chase.
Yep, we're on a chase. We're on a chase. We're on a
Yeah.
chase.
Let me get the chase rules out. But you're leaving the wagon behind.
Or
Oh.
we're just,
Go get him, guys. Go get him. I'll stay here.
or we're just leaving Garen behind. And he's just following us on.
But we don't all need to chase, do we? So I'll stay with Garin and the wagon.
Oh, sniping the wagon.
Ride shotgun.
Yeah.
We need to get you a shotgun.
Make your way the direction that we're heading north, because we're going after the one that's going north.
Yeah.
Make your way along that path as best you can.
Well, I'll get on the road.
Yeah.
I'll hide under a blanket on the back of the wagon.
I'm going to put my hunter's mark on that guy, by the way.
Okay, you can do that.
Of course, it's anything you can see, isn't it? It doesn't matter about
Mhm.
distance.
See or hear. See or hear.
That's brilliant.
All right. So I need a piece of paper to do this. It looks like.
Oh, it doesn't give a Thursday night and don't get to ban somebody. Brilliant.
Dare I ask?
No, it's just random spam in chat. If I want to buy viewers.
Okay, so let us do this. The bandit is heading off. You are going to be chasing him down. You need... You're going to need... Okay. All right. I would like... Who's going for the chase?
Yeah.
Paris, have you got a animal companion horse?
No, I do not.
No, you didn't. Oh.
You all have horses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I'd have belted off after him.
All right, give me a... Right. Apologies, I'm just trying to skim read something really quick.
Am I by myself here? Is anybody else coming with?
No, I'm coming with you. Yeah.
Okay. Because it might be... Yeah.
So, let us do this. You need to set off. Okay, so do you want to go as a group or do you want to go and act individually? The recommendation for a chase is the group acts together.
Yeah. Oh, well, hang on. You mean there will be a posse of us heading after him because we're leaving Medi and Jack by the sounds of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of you all taking individual actions, you work together to accumulate chase points to overcome obstacles in order to chase down the enemy.
That sounds
Sounds-
like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. I would like you all to... Well, one of you effectively can roll a... You're going on horseback, aren't you? So we'd need a ride roll.
What the fuck's a ride roll?
A law ride? Or what's that?
There is
No.
a ride.
There is a ride skill. Yeah.
Is there a ride skill?
Yes, there is. I was going to take it next level.
I haven't seen a ride skill.
Yeah, there is.
Is it a ride feat?
It's a
Oh,
feat.
is it a-
Sorry, yes, feet.
It's
My
a
apologies.
feat.
Well, you don't need it to be able to ride. You need to be able to do funky stuff. I think. Do you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm assuming it must be. Yeah.
So it's just going to be
Yeah, that's kind of in combat riding, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I think
a
so.
be a
it's
straight...
a command
Go on.
animal roll, isn't it?
Yeah, but not everybody has command animal, which is... What is it? Survival?
Okay, under ride it says when you command an animal you're mounted on to take a move action such as stride, you automatically see. This is for ride. If you've got the ride feat,
Yeah.
It's in combat riding.
you automatically see instead of blah blah. Yeah. So it's a command an animal roll.
Yeah, command animal is just it's not a trained one. You don't have to be trained, but that's why I can command my pets.
Do you roll that? Do you roll that against nature?
It says it's auditory and it's natural. Yes.
So I need one of you. I need one of you to roll a nature roll.
But you don't if you're riding a riding horse. It has the mounted trait. You don't need to do a nature roll to move it.
Oh.
You do. Okay, so you don't normally, but you're in a chase.
Okay.
So the first obstacle is getting your horses moving at speed quick enough to close the gap. So I would argue at that point this is an obstacle
Makes sense.
that you need to overcome. So
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
no worries.
So you just want
So-
one roll.
Whoever's got the highest nature, which I'm going to assume
Hold on, let me check.
is Amber. Is
Oh
Amber.
no.
No, everybody rolls, and you tally up the successes and
Okay.
failures
Got you.
to determine whether you overcome the obstacle.
Okay, so nature
Ah,
rolls. Balls.
So it's like a skill challenge then, just like
Yeah,
yeah,
it is
a social challenge for
Yeah.
if you do society play.
Nice one, Evil.
I just put command animal in the chat.
Okay. So we've got one fail, one success.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm going to hero point that.
Go for it.
What's the DC by the way?
15.
15. Right.
And we're not doing very fucking well at the moment.
Nice.
Let's have a look. Okay, so we got a hero point. Okay. All right. So as you sort of, those of you, you caught a little bit unawares by this, and Ember and Barristan were kind of crouching by the side of the hill, or the crest of the hill, watching, and they kind of, you hear them swear as the three bandits split up, one kind of heading on the track that you're following. He screams past you, doesn't really see the wagon that Garin is kind of maneuvering towards the thing, so he's not yet aware that you're there. But it takes you a few moments to kind of get yourselves moving and get yourselves onto your horses. But as you start to kick it in, and you watch as this guy is kind of heading off in the distance. Second round of the chase.
Same again, nature.
It's a shame
Nature,
Jet
yeah.
didn't shoot the horse. Oh, beautiful.
4. That's better.
Kendall has motivated. Well, that's all you need. Kendall motivates everybody to get moving, and you all kind of come cresting out, riding out from behind this hill, out onto the clearer area, digging your heels into your horses' flanks, getting them to move. Probably the fastest they've moved in a few days. You're starting to gain on him, but it's still a bit of a distance away.
So mechanically, Zed, if somebody rolls a natural, that's a success for the group.
2 successes.
It's 2 successes.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. All right. You watch as the rider kind of veers off and seems to kind of get himself somewhat mired down in a load of water, maybe some marshland or something. You need to kind of steer yourself that way and head towards him. So Go for it. Second round. You're basically, before you do this,
Nope.
you're ploughing your horses into what appears to be marshy wetland. So you can think creatively about how you're going to do this as you're trying to catch up with this guy.
How far ahead is he?
Is ahead. Effectively, with a chase, there are obstacles. You have a set number of obstacles for a chase, but because you are chasing down somebody, if you catch up with them and complete an obstacle that they haven't finished, it's assumed that you've caught up with them. So you're now basically he's floundering on the obstacle that you're approaching. So if you get through this obstacle, you effectively catch up with him.
Well, both skills that I can think of is either riding nature or it's survival for picking a path. Or could I use perception to pick a clear path instead of survival?
It would be a harder DC.
That's
sure.
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
I'll try.
I do better off on perception as well.
Okay. Yeah.
When you say harder, how does that mechanic work?
Instead of it being a DC 15,
DC or +5
probably a. Let me just find. It's probably a +2, I think.
Yeah, I'll do that. See how we go. Nope. No. Sorry.
No, it'd be a +3, so it'd be an 18 you'd be looking for.
I'm still better off.
Wild swings from a natural 20 to a natural 1.
Ooh, okay.
21 perception.
Okay.
Nope. What have we got at the moment? It's not the minus there, but... We're at a -1 there, aren't we?
You're at a -1.
Hang on.
So
Have you rolled?
Yeah, it's been doing the creature command thing.
Okay.
Command an animal.
The thing is, well, when you're chasing somebody down, they always go first.
Yeah. I'm not going to use a hero point on that. Not worth it.
Okay. All right. So as you kind of realise that this guy is kind of cutting across, sort of more northwesterly, kind of coming off the path, and he hits this kind of marshland, and he's trying to pick his way through the marshland. He kind of looks over his shoulder as he sees you kind of galloping across the normal plain, and that kind of panics him a little bit, and he starts to flounder. But you also kind of, despite Barristan going, "Follow me," the rest of you kind of fan out a little bit and kind of charge headlong into the marshland, and your horses kind of start to get a little bit stuck, and they're slow right down trying to pull their legs out. You haven't really made much progress.
Slow down, you drop your wallet.
Okay. All right. So your next round of actions. He is a couple of steps ahead of you. Hasn't cleared this obstacle yet.
So can we roll on perception again?
You can roll perception, you can roll nature, you can roll perception, nature to steer your horse, survival to try and read the land and find your way through.
God fucking damn it.
I mean, it's proving tricky, but Coruscant kind of pulls you all out of the mire and back onto a slightly more firmer path. Not necessarily the same path that the bandit is taking, but you're starting to make progress towards him. All right, he's pulling away a little bit. He seems to have found his feet. Seems to, it's clear that he's used his path before, and this route before, and he's kind of on track, and he's starting to speed up his horse a little bit. You're up.
Same obstacle, is it?
Yeah. You're still struggling through the swamp.
Oh.
No
for
way.
fuck's sake. Wow.
Okay. You flounder again. Some of you kind of steer off this path and find yourself stuck. Ember completely misreads the area and goes sort of belly deep in a very thick, tarry, muddy part of the marshland. Kendall, Barristan, you flounder a little bit on the edges. Despite Corriston trying to guide you, you're just struggling to kind of control the horses and find that path through mire. Okay, he's not cleared the obstacle yet. He's not cleared the swampland, but he's getting close.
Oh, beautiful.
Rolled off a
Nice.
119.
Come on, Kendall. We've got this guy.
That's a better set of rolls, Jesus.
Got us the rolls.
I was going to say I was about to pass you on the road in my cart.
So let's have a look.
We all smashed that one.
You absolutely smashed that one. Not only did you smash it, you catch up with him. So it's all down to whether you can. So you're almost caught up with him. So it's all down to whether he clears the obstacle and you don't, or you clear the obstacle and he doesn't now. So let's see what happens here. Okay, it's down to you.
Big rolls, guys, big rolls.
Good start. Yay. Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
You can. Is that gone?
I'm going to hero point that one.
Okay, I need the final roll.
No, it's better.
Close.
Nice.
Wait, wrong thing.
Because if the final roll's a crit fail, you'll go back to being equal. Okay. All right. One of you, all of you, describe how you catch him and what you do.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to leap off my horse, across over onto him and try and knock him off.
All right. You can absolutely do that.
Body tackle.
Yeah.
You watch. Some of you are floundering a little bit, and you watch with a bit of dismay as it looks like he's starting to pull his horse up out of this kind of swampy area. With a spurt of energy, Kendall digs his heels into his trusty steed and kind of gallops and pushes forwards, finding purchase on raised ground that isn't kind of soggy, that supports the horse's weight. And at that very last minute, just as you watch with some dismay, you think he's going to clear and set off again, Kendall just pushes himself off the horse, grabs the guy around the waist, lets his weight take him off the side and down onto the ground.
Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you were somebody else.
I told you, you forgot your fucking wallet.
You both take 18 points of damage
Right.
and start drowning.
Yes, it's going to say sink to the bottom of the mire.
And he kind of hits the deck, and he's dazed as Kendall's weight hits him.
He
I wanna
smashes his
grapple
skull on a rock. He is dead.
Yeah, that's it. Done. Waste.
You'll be surprised. I actually rolled for that occurrence.
I want to grapple him to make sure he can't get up and start fucking around.
He's a bit groggy and a bit dazed, and he's just kind of, you roll him over because his face is in the damp, wet, moist mud, and he kind of gags and gasps a little bit, and he kind of holds his hands up. All right, you got me. Who the fuck are you? And
Who
do you
the
know
fuck
where
are
I
you?
am?
Could we know who you are?
Yeah, you should.
I'm Ronnie Pickering.
No.
Well, you might want to drop the name because we clearly don't recognise you.
Ronnie Pickering, love it.
Awesome.
It's not the name. It's who I represent that you should know. You should be out of my way. If you know what's good for you.
Just have a look at
Oh, you
his...
mean Staglord? As I kind of bring out several pendants.
Yeah.
And give him a glare.
His eyes kind of focus for a second on the amulets and then on you, and you see a very brief scowl for a second, and then
We know who you are.
so you're the ones we've been hearing about then, are you?
You tell,
Boss
sounds
sent-
like we're famous.
Boss sent us out to look for you, see if we could
Yeah.
find you.
Yeah, found us, you fucker. What are you meant to do once you find us then?
Follow you, keep an eye on you, get back to the Stag Lord, tell him where you are, and he'll decide what to do.
I think we're going to have some questions for you, rather. And we'll see if we let you go afterwards or not. At the moment, it's looking like you're going face down in a swamp.
Don't forget the bounty.
We're not drowning him. We wouldn't do that.
You just
Hang
You
him.
might not.
Hang him.
Yeah.
Well, if we hang him by his feet over the swamp, I mean, it's the same, right? Just a slightly longer rope.
No, it's got to be by the neck. Law's the
Right.
law, I'm afraid, Kendall.
Find a deep bit of swamp. We can drown him somehow.
Put the noose around his neck and tie his feet to the top of the rope.
All right, I'm going to start tying a noose just so he kind of gets the message.
Okay.
That's right.
give me an intimidation roll doing that.
Can I join on that one?
Yeah, give me another one on DC 15 for an aid if you wish.
Intimidation.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Okay.
0. I'm not
Okay,
very
give some-
intimidating. Oh, no, I'm
you
not very
are- you are.
intimidating.
You are not intimidating.
You are awful. Why are you intimidating?
Yeah, I think you got that. I think you got that the wrong way round, didn't you?
Hmm.
He watches you tie the noose and he just smirks. He's like, "You ain't got the balls for that.
I'll punch him in the face.
You're gonna take. You're okay.
Just shut him up.
You,
You ain't got the balls for. No, but I've got the bones for it. Bam.
Right. You draw blood on his lip, and he kind of scowls again, but he shuts up.
I'm not to drown him in a bath. I really am.
You are. Or doing lightning arc with his
Yeah.
feet in a bowl. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
nice.
First ever game that I played with Mr. Sorentar, session 3 or 4, he is torturing a poor unfortunate enemy of House Cannith.
He was a bad man. He was a bad man.
He was a bad man. Yes, he deserved every second of it.
But it's what happened after we tortured him. That
Yeah.
it was bad.
Right. So he kind of he just sits there, getting wet, sullen, as blood drips down his lip from his nose and stuff, and he watches Kendall create the noose.
Barristan kind of squats down next to him, giving him a fixed stare, and says, Stagwell sent you after us, right? Well, you know why. We've hung a lot of your crew. We'll happily do the same to you as well if we need to.
He doesn't really say anything to that.
How many men does the Stag Lord have under him? How many at that fort?
In the fort. Yeah.
You've only got one way out of this.
12.
12. Does he seem legit? I don't know how do we do that in this one. Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Then whatever it is, yeah.
Seems legit to you.
I think 4 for 12, but okay. You tell us everything we need to know. You repent. You'll do some time. But you'll make it out of here alive.
Will he?
If he repents for his sins, yeah, that's fine.
Well, what's to stop him running straight back to the fort? I mean, we could just hang him, or we could just cut his Achilles tendon, or, there are ways of...
We could take him north. We can arrest him.
To the wall.
To the wall. No, we can be on the next merchant caravan back to Rostov. A couple of weeks' time. Start a sentence. It's better than being hung in a tree here, though. That one looks not too bad over there.
I'll start walking over to the tree with my noose.
Not going to change the number. It's 12.
What's so special about the fucking Stag Lord anyway? So what I'm trying to get into here, Zed, is there anything particular about him in terms of combat prowess or leadership that would benefit us?
He's fearless. Never takes his helmet off. We don't know what he looks like, but he's very hard in a fight.
Good with a blade?
Good with a bow, good with a blade.
What can you tell us? What can you tell us about the defences in the fort? Is there any other way to get in apart from the front door?
Oh, now that's a good question. There is, but you'll never get to it because it's forbidden.
To whom?
Everybody. Even the Stag Lord don't take it. If you're brave enough, to the southeast, there's a hidden trapdoor that leads down a small tunnel into the cellars of the fort. But that's only if you're brave enough.
Why would we need to be brave?
We don't go on the hill.
What's on the hill?
They're on the hill.
Where on the hill?
There on the hill.
Who are they?
There or there.
There or there.
What do they look like?
The old residents of the fort are on the hill.
Oh, undead.
Yeah.
Are they solid? Are they spectral?
Oh no, they're definitely solid. No idea where they're going to come out and strike. They just rise from the ground and take you back with them.
Do you think they'd give us 20 26 experience.
In that chase, might actually, but
Oh, yeah, at chase. That's a good point.
25.
It will actually give you XP.
Not trying to metagame here or anything,
but we are. That's precisely what we're doing.
It would give you XP. How much would it give you?
25.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Actually, probably a bit more than that, actually. You would normally treat it as...
I think 30 seems a really appropriate amount. Or more.
1,030.
Yeah, give me a sec.
The other thing I need to ask about is they've got passcodes, haven't they? Are they still the same, given that they know we're in the area? They probably changed them. And maybe the fort might have a different one as well. Or
Mm.
the entrance might have a different one.
Got to assume that they're not going to recognise us. So even with the passcodes and the amulets, do you think we're really going to get in?
To be fair, if we're going
Might
back
get the
way, we
gate
don't need
open.
them.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I'd rather have them than not.
I'm going to guess that
You
my
know what?
cart's caught up now.
Yeah, you can catch up with your cart now. Well, you wouldn't take your cart because they've gone across a marshland. I don't know that you'd want to risk taking your cart across a marshland. The passcode hasn't changed. The Stag
Do we know what
Lord,
it is?
you better do. You better remember it.
Sure, I've got it written down somewhere.
I can look it up for you. Awarding you all XP is a bit... Right, okay, so everybody can have 25 XP.
You fucker.
Did that not... Is that not enough?
It's exactly not enough. I told you.
Oh, 26. All right. Give yourself 30 XP then. That's enough to level.
would put us at 3rd level and 4 experience.
Yes. Yeah, so he explains that the Pass Lord, the Stag Lord hasn't changed the passcode. That he doesn't believe you are foolish enough to take him on in an assault. Nobody has ever survived that, especially with them protecting the hillside. He'll explain to you that the only safe passage is to follow the road across from the north straight to the gate of the fort. That
I
is
don't like the idea of
only-
being outside a fort, getting shot to bits, trying to get in.
That's the only safe route. He'll also he'll tell you that there are right, 1, 2, 3. Hold on a sec. There are the palisade itself is 15 foot tall, with a vertical log sharpened into spikes. There's a 30-foot wide killing zone around the outer perimeter. That the zombies will rise from that 30-foot outwards. The trap door is hidden to the southeast, and he'll tell you roughly where it is. But obviously, to get to it, you've got to cross about 100 foot of open ground, of which 70 foot of it will result in the former occupants of the fort rising.
What if we do that in the middle of the night?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
There are 3 watchtowers, 3 awakes, and 2 Jehovah's Witnesses.
Any of the watchtowers look southeast towards the trapdoor?
There are 3 watchtowers, 1 to the north. The other 2 are specifically positioned to the west, to the northwest and the southwest. So the approach to the trapdoor does not directly have a doesn't directly have a tower overlooking it.
I like the idea of running a wide circle around the fort, like a really wide circle, coming in from the southwest and trying to find that trapdoor.
Yeah. Take our chances with that.
Yeah, so we're not crossing the 70 foot of zombie hands coming up through the grounds.
Yeah, we could make our way sort of like directly
There
east
is
to the. It went directly east to the coast and came down the lake side.
Exactly.
Maybe.
There is so if you think about, if the fort's in the middle, there is a 30-foot ring around the fort which is clear, and then the road to the north which is clear, and then a 100-foot ring all the way around the fort that is not clear. There is no route to the trapdoor unless you come in through the north down the north road and around
to the south.
Yeah, there's no route that will get you to the trapdoor without potentially triggering the undead.
Well, that's fine. But if we come in from well, actually, probably the southwest is probably better, isn't it? Because they've got a tower to the north. So if we go sort of like 150 feet, 200 feet southwest of the fort, make it to the lakeside, and then approach along the lakeside, because I assume it dips down to it. We might have cover away from the actual fort itself anyway, and then all we've got to worry about is undead spawning.
From where we observed the fort, because you said we were 50 foot up, you said, can we see if there's an approach that isn't observed by the fort that gets to the trapdoor?
There would be. You would have to do what you were suggesting, which is take a very wide berth.
At night time.
But the closest you will get is about somewhere between 120 to 90 feet before you're into a clear killing zone up to the fort.
What I would also say is, don't take the Stag Lord's brooches with us, because that might be the thing that's attracting the ghost to come back.
There's one other thing he tells you about, and that's the Stag Lord's new pet called Beaky.
Is it a chicken?
Assuming it's not a cute little chicken, yeah.
He describes it as the body of a bear, the face of an owl.
Oh,
Great.
Is it a bear roll?
It is a bear owl.
so it's the size of an owl, right? With the face of a bear.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's way better. That's fine.
Like a little builder bear, like this big.
Yes.
He tells you that they captured it about 2 weeks ago during a hunt. The creature has been kept in a cage, but has the Stag Lord has a way to quickly open the portcullis, the trapdoor thing, to let that creature out.
That's your job, Ember.
And they've kept it fed. They've kept it pacified by feeding it meat on a regular basis.
So where does the secret passage come up in the fort then?
He tells you he thinks it comes up in
Stag Lord's bedroom.
the Stag Lord's mistress's boudoir.
I'll go first.
I mean, I'm tempted not to assault the Stag Lord. Just
Assault the mistress.
He tells you that his opinion is you would be better assaulting the gates of the fort than going through the secret trapdoor. Even the stag lord is weary of the crazy old man that lives there.
What, in the trapdoor?
Let you
In
open
the
that
cellar
trap
of the
door.
fort.
Oh, and the passage comes up in the cellar.
Yes.
So he's got a captive down there.
He's not a captive. He is hold on. Is he? Yeah, there is a crazy old man, all misshapen and hunched, but the stag lord forbids anybody from interacting with him, and clearly makes it known that he is a being to be feared.
Did we get the backstory to who the Stag Lord is or not?
Nope.
Right,
No.
that's fine.
I'm going to guess potential ally there.
And this
Yeah.
bandit wouldn't know the Stag Lord's backstory. His backstory is in the book.
Well, the other question is, why hasn't Crazy Old Man made his way the other way up the secret passage?
Because he's working with the Stag Lord.
No.
Not an ally then. Just an
Not
absolute
an ally
dick.
then.
Just a crazy old man.
Yeah, he's not just a crazy old man, Zed.
They never are. So, confirming what you know, this is definitely the Stag Lord's fort. You do need to go in there and deal with it, but you're also feeling a little bit tired, and you feel like if you could take a few hours of quiet contemplation, even in the rain, you may learn from your experiences and your knowledge, and be a little bit more prepared for fighting the Stag Lord next week.
Oh.
So, what are you going to do with the bandit?
Well, we got hanging, haven't we, Burston?
We've got to hang him, yeah.
Depends, is he planting all the sins?
He's a fucking bandit.
He's told you everything he can.
I don't believe there's just 12 people in there.
Give me a
Do you want me to intimidate him?
Sense motive?
yeah, sense motive check.
It's just perception, isn't it? 'Cause there's
Yeah.
And I think it's opposed by his will DC.
His deception. His deception
no-
DC.
See his soul.
Gotcha. All right, Barristan can see his soul.
I can't see fucking anything tonight.
He's probably a mid. He's probably maybe a 23, 24-year-old lad. He is. Coruscant's not done well with his rolls tonight.
Only killing spiders.
He's spilling his guts because he actually believes that although Kendall's attempt at intimidation wasn't great, the smack in the mouth, the creation of the noose, has actually made him realise that he probably could die here, and he doesn't want to die. But equally, you have no idea whether if you let him go, for example, he would not be a bandit, or whether he would completely repent. You just don't get that. You don't get enough of a read from him either way. The read you get is he actually believes you're going to kill him. He really doesn't want to die. So I'm going to give you as much information as I can in a hope that you will spare his life.
That's not repentant.
It's not repentant.
String him up by the balls with his head in the swamp.
You're not getting this little hanging thing, are you?
No.
The noose goes around the neck.
I'll give him one chance to repent and give him a DC 20 religion check. If he passes it, I won't kill him. I'll spend a couple of hours in the evening.
Nat 20.
Zed's laughing because he has fucking passed, hasn't he?
Yes, passed. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine,
I gave
fine,
him
hang on.
I gave him a +4 to his religion, and I rolled a 17.
Preston doesn't want to hang. Thinks this guy's got a chance.
Hang on. I just want to check something. Oops. He starts praying as he realizes that perhaps you are not going to let him go. He starts praying. Who does he start praying to? 1 second.
Has Barristan got his first follower?
The most heinous god ever.
That's really weird. He starts to pray. Barristan, give me a religion check.
Watch me fail this horribly. You're half decent. Oh, that's not bad.
He starts to pray to Gosra,
Who the fuck's Gosra?
the god of the inner sea. Sorry, belongs to the gods of the inner sea. He is the god, the wind, and the waves. It is typically a god that sailors worship.
Okay.
Do we believe
So,
him? Is he genuine?
And he's genuine in his prayers. Yes.
What side of the the Great War does that god sit on? Or is it a neutral god?
I'm trying to play a card, page 36. Okay, so it's in the player card book. Let's have a look. Page 36. So it's a converted god, so it's a fairly modern one. It is going to be definitely on the good side.
Yeah, edicts, cherish, protect, respect nature in all forms.
Nature. Yeah. Yeah. So he's on the more of a protecting, nurturing, good side.
What do you think, Barristan? Do we believe him?
I do, strangely.
So what do we do with him?
Well, we could pack him off north to
Oleg?
perhaps Oleg's and see if he'll talk to our other good friend who has similar
Or maybe
thoughts and
once
beliefs. Although that's different god, isn't it?
maybe once we've dealt with the stag lord, he could help us here. Maybe work for his repentance.
Tie him to the cart while we
Yep.
figure out what to do.
Could do.
Tie him to the cartwheel.
You could absolutely do that.
Oh well.
Find somewhere to hide the cart as well. Camouflage it.
Well, we're not going to take the cart on the assault, are we?
No,
Not unless we strap him to the front of it.
not going to take
With
horses either.
With a burning cart
With a
and
burning-
push it through the gates. You thought of that as well, Barristan. You're not as good as you say you are.
Well, you know, when you've been to war a few times, you tend to innovate, don't you?
We could make it into like a 7-foot high giant. And it's, I am the sorcerer, whoever it was, from the Princess
Well, I was
Bride.
planning on having you stood on the cart with a flamethrower playing a guitar.
So I think what we'll do, we'll call it there then. So we'll take the route that you find somewhere, maybe a quarter of a mile away, where you can picket the horses, you can tie, you can stow the wagon out of view of that road. You can tie him to the wagon, stuff a rag in his mouth, keep him quiet so he can't yell for help, and then you can level yourselves for next week, and we will commence the assault on the Stag Lord next week.
Indeed.
Holy shit.
Just need to. I'll bring the character in now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it.
Oh, Snowball!
Great picture, that.
That's nice glossy page as well.
I got excited. I thought I'd found a copy of this book, and I clicked on it because I thought of you, Medi, because I know you'd been looking for it, and I clicked on it, and it's like out of stock.
Well, I've got.
Do we not have
coming.
Pathfinder anymore?
What have I got tomorrow? I have half price from the World of Books. It's worth shopping there, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, what is it? Oh, you idiot. Sorry. Player core rulebook, which I didn't have. I've got the player. Oh, I've got player core. It's
You see a path puncher, I said.
There you go.
There it is.
Pathfinder should be available.
Can't find it.
PF2E path puncher, path builder character. I can see it, but it's ticked, but it's greyed out. So.
What are you
not
trying
a
to do?
I was going to re-import my character.
Right. So go to your character sheet.
Yeah.
Do you not see Pathmuncher at the top?
No. Done that thing again, I think. But I can do it manually because I know what I've got. It's no bigot.
What were the permissions? I need to double check what permissions I had to give you. There's a set of permissions I think you need to be. Actually, I can. It'll kick you out though.
I know what I'm bringing in, so I'll just do it manually. It's no problem. It's
I'll double check with the PFS server what permissions I gave the players to allow you to do that, and then I'll set the permissions up accordingly here. Because I think if I change your permissions right now, it's going to boot you from the game.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got Pathfinder Core Rulebook P2 coming, and I've also got Player Core 2 coming as well. Because I've only got the pocket version of that, and I can't read the damn thing.
Oh, so you've got the Player Core and the Player Core 2 in full-size versions.
Yeah, Player Core 2 and Pathfinder Core Rulebook as well.
I think that's the old rulebook.
Oh, it says P2 on it, so I haven't.
No, that's the old rulebook.
Oh well, I'll cherish it.
Because it might have a look, Medi, when you get it.
If it's player core, then it's the one you want.
Yeah, if it says Player Core,
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's a Player Core. I've got that covered. I've also got Core Rulebook, which says second edition on it.
That feels like it might be the old. Which one?
If it's big and orange, then that's the old one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the old one. Yeah.
That's the one I got.
I'll cherish it and see what's changed.
It's still usable in terms of general rules. You can't use it for character creation because they've changed a lot of the fundamentals. So alignments have gone, for example. Spells have been renamed. Some of the feats have been renamed and changed. So there are quite a few differences, but it can still be used.
Well, my Player Core 2 that I've got has got a different front cover to it as well, because that's... Oh, do you see that? You can't catch crap, is that?
No.
Can't see it.
Can't see it. Go back. It's like white on white. No, anyway, it's like an ogre fighting a fly thingy on the front cover. Whereas my
That
current
that
player,
one.
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
So this is player core 2,
yeah,
and then that is player core. That's player core. Yeah, that's the player core. That one.
yeah,
So is that the pocket version though?
yeah, yeah. I can't read it. It's too small. I'm old.
Yeah.
Get
That's
better
why, I
glasses.
didn't, that's why I didn't get the pocket version.
I got.
I might need you to do Path Muncher. Sorry, Zed. There's a load of spellcasting stuff that I can't figure out how to configure. Font.
Do you want me to pull him in now? Is he ready?
No. Well, I mean, he is, but kind of. Let me.
Oh, let me stop recording.